Stephanie Milky here, aka KetoMOM, or often called mom, sis, Steffi, daughter, wife, aunt, and friend. Just like many of you, I carry a lot of titles. My favorite title is mom. I should probably say wife, which takes a lot of my time. But let's be honest, if you want to do something and do it well, you will make the time for it. Commitment is hard because we find ourselves overcommitted, but when you practice prioritizing, you will find out what is actually important and what you can let go. With the KetoMOM podcast, you will learn together how to manage our time, commit to the most important things in life, and I will equip you with the tools you need to feel qualified each step of the way. My name is Stephanie Milky, and welcome to the KetoMOM Secrets podcast. Hello, welcome to the KetoMOM page. My name is Stephanie, and I am here to say happy October 1st. If you're watching live, it is a new month. It is a new week. It's so exciting, and if you're not excited, you need to get excited. Why? Because there is approximately, 369 plus a couple days, 92 days left of the month. Rest of the year. 92 days rest of the year. There's lots of things to be excited about. So, as you're tuning in, where are you tuning in from? I've got a lot of things on my mind to share with you. It will not take me very long, but I like to come on here and I just want to see where you're at. Do you have any questions? Do you have any goals for this month? Is there something new, a new habit that you're like, I'm going to start this. I am committed. I am disciplined. I'm going to do it. So, who's excited for a new month? I am. I think it's exciting. I like a new week. I like a new month. I love Sundays. Sundays are one of my favorite days. And so, and today, really, if you haven't thought about it, then I want you to think about it. What do you want your week to look like? What would your goal be for this week? I have a phrase for you, and the phrase is this: the goal determines the process. So you should write that down. As you're taking notes, which I'm sure you all are, and as you're preparing for your week, and as you're thinking about, man, if I'm going to achieve this week, if I'm going to eat healthy, if I'm going to go to the gym, if I'm going to start this new habit, if I'm going to do these things that you have in your mind, that you have written down on your notebook, then on the top of your notebook, I want you to write, the goal determines the process, because whatever the goal is that you have for this week or this month or the rest of the 90 days of this year, then you backtrack and go, well, what does the process have to look like? If you want to eat healthy this week, if you want to stay on track, then the process is you go through the refrigerator, you go through your freezer, you make a meal plan, you go to the grocery store, you prep the food that needs to be prepped, and you have it all ready for the week. The goal is to eat healthy. The process is to prep your food. The goal is to go to the gym 3, 4, 5 days a week. The process is, do you have the times written out? Do you have your gym clothes ready? Is everything set out so that you don't have to be frazzled on where your tennis shoes are or where your gym shorts are? Like, if you're going to the gym, you've got to prep and prepare so that you're ready for it. So there's no excuse. If you're like, listen, I'm going to incorporate drinking more water this week. Awesome. How much water are you going to drink? The process is, I keep a water bottle at all times with me. I either give myself check marks or I've got rubber bands around my water bottle. So every time I fill it up, I take it off. So I have a process to get me to the goal. The goal determines the process. So do you have a goal, a new habit, something that you're focusing on this month and maybe just this week? What is it? And I already went over, like, a majority of you are here to get healthy. A majority of you are here to lose fat. So I would say today should be prep day, if that works for you. It doesn't have to be today, but for us it is. We actually did it yesterday or maybe even Friday. We've got groceries for the week. We've got stuff in our freezer. I've got laundry started. Steve and I are going to sit down and put down a calendar of our busy week. It's what we do, right? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. It's not my quote. If you just felt like you got hit with an arrow in your heart, maybe you need to look at your plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So yes, somebody said, yeah, ketones, you're right, Linda. This is backwards. That's rude. I don't like it when you guys are looking at my page and it looks backwards. Ready? Isn't that funny? Okay. So yes, ketones, like I have my ketones planned already. I usually drink, well, I love all of them. But yes, so I love that. Here's what I would love to know. Part 2, intermittent fast. Okay, so if you have questions, I love that. Ask your questions below. If you're brand new, I want to meet you. Post new below. You can always go to ketomomsecrets.com if you need recipes for this week. Actually, if you're participating, if you're playing full out on this live, tell me, what is on your menu for this week? We've got tacos. We always have tacos somewhere in the week. We've got burgers. I'm pretty sure we have brats. I know we have chili. And I think we might be going out on Tuesday night because we're going to an Elevation Worship concert, which is like an hour and a half away. So we've probably got one night eating out. The rest of the nights we will be eating in, and we'll be grilling, and then chili in the crock pot. The girls love chili. What is on your menu? Keep it simple. But if you have a plan, you'll be less likely to throw your hands up in the air and go, I'm going through the drive-through. Just supersize me, please, because I've had a hard day and I did not plan, and now I'm just gonna wreck it even more. Don't do it. All right, so I love that, you guys. I love it. You've got fajitas, fajita egg cups, steak and fish and chili, Big Mac salad, breakfast for dinner. We do breakfast for dinner all the time. Egg wraps, 100%. I'm asking you this so that you can give other people ideas, so that as you're posting what's on your menu and maybe somebody hasn't planned yet, they can scroll through here and be like, oh, that's a great idea. I haven't had breakfast for dinner in a while. Or, oh, I would love some fish, or I would love tacos, or listen, we have chili, like whatever it is, make out your menu. So it sounds like, well, yeah, duh, I need to plan. Now, you know what you need to do. All you have to do is do it. So that was number 1. The goal determines the process. Number 2, I'm just saying number 2, but I had a couple of things written down in front of me that I wanted to talk about. So I don't know where I read the story, or I don't know if I heard it on a podcast, because I listen and I read a lot. But I oftentimes on here in the mornings, I'll say, hey, it's really important to pay attention to the people that you surround yourself with. If your goal is to get healthier, if your goal is to, like, let's say your goal is you're working on your finances or your marriage or your parenting, whatever the goal is for you, you want to be around people that have already done it. You want to be around people that are not going to pull you down and go, oh, you're fine. Why would you be on a diet? Or you can spend the money. It's not a big deal. Put it on your credit card. Or come out with us. Your marriage isn't important. Or, oh, kids will be kids. You don't need to go take your daughter or son on a date. Like, it's the teenage years. No, 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 and no. I say all of that because I heard this analogy the other day and I was like, oh my goodness. As parents, if you have kids, how important is it that your kids are plugged into some great groups, right? Like, if you see your kid getting in trouble, and if you're a parent that's aware, you're going to go, hey, you're not allowed to hang out with that kid. Yep, you're not going to hang around in that circle. Yep, we're not going there, right? We watch our kids and our teens, and we want them to choose the friends that are going to help them become the best versions of themselves. We also, as adults, think that, hey, well, this is the people I'm around. This is the job that I'm in. This is the circle that I'm in. I want you to think about it from a different perspective. Teenagers and kids, it's easy for you to point the finger and go, listen, get some new friends. I'm going to tell you, I want you to be aware of your friends or the people in the environment that you're in. Because oftentimes people will say, I don't have a good environment. I don't have somebody that motivates me. You can find it online. But what would you say if I said, okay, you've got somebody that is working on not drinking. They're giving up alcohol. They're working on sobriety. They're clearly an adult, right? So you've got this adult that's really working on a goal of giving up alcohol. Do you think it's a good idea for them to go to the bar? No. Obviously, you're watching me, you're like, duh. No. Is it a good idea for them to go to a football party where a whole bunch of their friends are drinking? No. Right? Is it a good idea? Like, we know that if I give you the situation of, hey, if I were to say, are you in the right AA group? AA group. Are you in the right group that's going to grow you, stretch you, help you vision cast? Like, they're not going to go, oh, eat the cake, it's not a big deal. If you say, hey, I'm working on eating better, they're going to go, you know what, that's so great. Are you in a group of people, one group, one person, 3 people? Are you surrounded by people that are going to go, that's awesome, way to go, oh, I need to do better, you're incredible, that brings you up? Or are you around a whole bunch of crabs that try to pull you down and go, eat the cake, spend the money, who cares about your spouse? It's important. Just like you would tell the person, no, you go to the AA group, you can't go to the bar, you've got goals, right? If you were coaching that person and you knew they wanted to give up alcohol, you'd say, no. It's the same with you. If your goal is to get healthy and strong and feel better, I just want to encourage you as you're going throughout your week, who are you hanging around? And if you're like, I don't know, maybe it's time to join a gym. Maybe it's time to, it might be scary. Listen, sometimes gyms can be intimidating, but did you know that if you actually walk in and talk to the people that own it, there's usually people at all different levels that are willing to work with you? It doesn't have to be scary, right? Or maybe you need to look online and look for a mom's group and get in a mom's group or a dad's group or a golfing group or a church group or someplace, a life group, someplace that you can do life with people that want to be encouraging. Listen, that just came out of the blue, but I loved the story of, I think it's easy to point fingers at teenagers and kids, but adults is the same way. You become like the top 5 people you hang around with. So just ponder that. Who do I hang around, and are we all alike? You probably are. If you've got different goals, it's time to maybe shift a couple environments. And lastly, well, I've got a couple more things. I had a sweet friend. She might be on here. Her name is Tony. I thought I saw her on here, but she said, hey, Stephanie, do you want to do the 75? Have you guys ever heard of 75 Hard? It's a program, and they have a whole list of things that you do every single day. And I said, hey, I probably won't. Oh, she's here. I see her. I said, I probably won't run the group for 75 days on the KetoMOM page, but I wanted to give it to you because it was so cool. So it's like a 75 Hard group, and it's called 75 Mom Challenge. Doesn't have to be just for moms, but listen, she's committed and this is what she's doing. And I said, I love that. Sometimes people don't know what goal they should be doing or what action step they should be doing to kind of get moving. And so she said there's 5 tasks that you have to do. And I'm going to say the tasks. Task number one is follow a diet. So the diet could be for you keto or low carb, or hey, my goal is to intermittent fast. Like, how are you going to eat this week? And then we'll move it on into this month. Some of you are like, listen, I can't do an entire month. Let's focus on this week. How are you going to eat this week? So if we're going to go through 5 tasks, so she has this little picture. I can post the picture in my stories and you can screenshot it. So I'll post the picture when I'm done. I'll also put it in the comments so that you can go ahead, just scroll through the comments, grab the picture, and you can decide if you want to do it. Tony is doing it. So task number 1, follow a diet. I can help you with that. I can give you some food ideas. And so just reach out or ask questions. Task number 2 is 45-minute workout. It can be your workout of choice. It could be going for a walk. It could be weight training. It could be yoga. It could be whatever you want to do. So it's 45 minutes of a workout and 45 minutes of dedicated home work, working in your home, housework. So if you look at the original 75 Hard, it's 45 minutes of a gym workout and then 45 minutes has to be outside. So this is kind of like the mom version. Again, it doesn't have to be for moms, but what it is it's task number 1 is you're going to follow the diet for this month. Let's focus on 1 week at a time. Task number 2 every day is you're going to work out 45 minutes and then dedicate moving your body around the house. So laundry and dishes, and maybe this week you scrub your baseboards or you mop your floors. Task number 3 is committed to drinking a gallon of water. Task number 4 is read 10 pages a day. It's going to help you with your mindset. And task number 5, you guys, this is the biggest one. And this is probably why it says mom challenge, because if you're a mom, you get it. Task number 5 is shower every day. And all the husbands say, amen. My husband says amen. That's probably me. I'm like, I can go another day without showering. He's like, no, you can't. I'm like, I'm fine. So I loved it. There's a fun visual. She sent it to me. I'll post it in the comments. I'll put it in my stories. If you want it, go ahead and do it. I thought it was super cool. If you need like some guidance, that was a great Kickstarter guidance for you to go through it every single day, give yourself a check mark or a star and go, yeah, I did it. And then lastly, which I already talked about, was I was going to talk about planning and preparing your meals. So we talked about it. A lot of you shared what's on your menu for the week. I love it. Lastly, if you've never tried ketones, listen, I've been mailing off a lot of trials since we've been in Florida because a lot of you need mom fuel. So if you do not know what this is, it is a packet of ketones. It's called Pure Therapeutic Ketones. I've been drinking it for 8 years. You rip open the top, you pour it in some water, you shake it up, you drink it, and it puts you in ketosis in under an hour. What that means is it gives you ketones. When these ketones get into your system, they go, oh my goodness, they go up to your brain, and your brain goes, I know how to use ketones. I'm gonna turn your brain on. And then they go to your muscles and they go, hey, I know how to preserve muscle. They go to your appetite. And they go, yo, I know how to control this appetite so Stephanie's not snacking all day. And they give me energy to keep up with my kids. And they give, it's an incredible, like I see Crystal on here. Crystal's like, yes, this new Fuel by Female is incredible, 100%. So if you've never tried ketones and you want a trial pack, I've got 5-day trial packs. I've got 10-day trial packs. And it gives you an opportunity to try a few flavors to see what you think. And here's what I'm gonna do. I do this often. If you message me and you want a trial, this is the process that I do. I ask you right away, hey, what are your goals? And I want you to watch these couple videos. They're super short. They're from a doctor. So you and I are gonna chat. I'll say, watch these videos, let me know what you think. Okay, and then you're like, all right, asking me questions. Hey, how are you currently eating? We work on your food. What is your water intake? We work on your water. You wanna try a 5 or a 10-day, you grab a trial pack, and until you get it in the mail, right? You and I work on eating better, and I can help hold you accountable, and I will answer your questions, and you're going to feel amazing. This will legitimately help you make the best decisions possible. Not a magic pill, but an incredible powder that matches what your body creates. You don't have to be eating keto. Most people do best when they're low carb or eating higher protein, eating when they're hungry, not when they're bored, being aware of their food, not perfect, and drinking water and just going for a walk. And let me help you reach your goals so that you don't get to next year and go, I just gained 20 pounds over the holidays and now I have to lose that and the weight that I wanted to lose. Let's get a kickstart into right now. Yes, Tony says Heart Tart is her current favorite. So if you want a trial pack, post trial in the comments, and that means you and I are gonna chat about all things, about your goals, and I'm gonna give you some things to learn from. Also, if you wanna know more about what I do, if you wanna join my team, somebody said, hey, you moved? I said, well, I'm going to say, yes, I moved. We were in Minnesota. We are now in Florida. We've been here for, I think, 10 days. Yeah, we love it. We're gonna be doing some fun things, some business promoter, our team meetups down here. We do team Zooms. If you already love ketones and you wanna share them with other people, if you want to inspire other people, if you wanna make something on the side, if you wanna help provide for your family, if you want to save up some money and take your family on a vacation, like if there's something that you want to do, I would love to help. So, post promoter in the comments. Like if you're like, wait, what do? You share ketones. I love ketones. How do I share it with other people? Post promoter below. Also, all right, somebody said, change of topic, new book. Yes, I'm going to go through a new book. And the new book is called Mind Shift. I don't have the book yet. I think I get it in the next couple days, right? Tuesday. We won't start on Tuesday because some of you, maybe we'll start. So if I get the book on Tuesday, let's start next Monday. So in 1 week, we will start the new book called Mind Shift. It's by Erwin McManus. I go through a book in the morning, so all you have to do is go get the book. You can get it on Amazon, Mind Shift, Erwin McManus. I'm gonna go through the book. You can either follow me on lives, or you can get the book and follow along. I don't read the book to you, I just read it and give you the highlights and we talk about it. So it's incredible, I'm so excited. I already know it's gonna be one of my favorite books. Otherwise, you can reach out to me with questions. You can ask your questions below. You can go to KetoMomSecrets.com. You can post trial in the comments so that you can try ketones. Post promoter below and we can chat more about what I do. And oh, I love it, Jerry. Jerry's like, I'm ordering the book. You can for sure join us. And yes, Julie said the podcasts are very interesting. They are very interesting. He's brilliant. One of my favorite people to listen to. So I want to say this. Thank you for tuning in. Your presence matters. I would love for you to, number 1, press the share button. Sharing is caring. Number 2, take one of your very best friends below. In the comment section, take a friend and say, hey, you need to join this community with me. There's recipes and there's mindset and we come together and we're all friends. So take your best friend below. I want to say thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful Sunday. Continue to tune in the rest of the week. I hope you have a wonderful day and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye.